Well, hello there, my friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Liz. My company is Hello from Liz Mathews, and I am excited to spend some time with you today. It is Friday, July 21st. Wow. And it's been a while since we have caught up here on YouTube. So thank you for tuning in again. I feel like I should almost do a reintroduction of who I am, but hopefully you have been here for a while and you follow me on Instagram, so you know where I've been and what I've been doing. And I have been a busy little bee for the last 5 months since I posted a YouTube video. That is so hard to believe, but I hope that you guys have been really well, that you've been stitching, that you've been laughing, that you've enjoyed spring, and you're enjoying the start of summer not melting. Today it feels like a melt day here in Maryland, but I'm inside, I'm filming. It's a good excuse to stay busy with your stitching. Now, I am outdoors gardening quite a lot, but on days like today, that's limited to the early morning and the evening. So, let's see here. What did I want to say? Wow, I am so rusty and out of practice, but I'm trying not to make a big deal about it, because sometimes making a bigger deal about it makes it more daunting to just start back. So hopefully, like I said, that you follow me on Instagram, so you are keeping up to date there with me. I do have a Hello from Liz Mathews membership that I have continued to be really active on, and I will give you all of the information on that in the description box below. It will, a direct link to get the details will be listed. If you're curious about what that entails and how you can join, just follow that box below. I am going to save the chit chat about all of my adventures, what's been going on, my basic, my personal life update until the end of the video, because I feel like not everybody is here for that. So I have lots to update you on, so you can stay put if that's what you're interested in until the end of the video. So I did not make a list of things that I want to cover coming back to YouTube today. We are just winging it, because I wanted to feel like we're sitting down as old friends after months of not catching up. And you don't sit down with a list of things to go over with old friends. So I'm taking that approach, the wing it, the go through the piles approach. And hopefully you don't mind me doing that. So I have been stitching. I have lots of stitching to share with you. If you are not familiar with me, if you are a new stitcher or new to the floss tube world, welcome. It's a great place to be. And I am a cross stitch designer. My company, again, is Hello from Liz Mathews. Wow. We're going with it. We are going with it. And I am in the process of getting ready to release new designs at the end of summer, early fall. So I had been stitching just for pleasure and just for myself for quite a while. I have since switched gears to new design prep, and I will show you what I can. It might be slightly limited, as it always has been in the past, but that's okay. I'll give you all the details I can. For now, I want to start with the exclusive designs that are available within the membership. The Hello from Liz Mathews membership has a couple different options for you to join. If you are a pattern stasher or all-inclusive member, then this month you didn't get just one exclusive chart for the month, you got two. So I just wanted to share what they are in case you're interested. The first is a reproduction of a beautiful piece that was in Glee Kruger's collection. Glee Kruger is a world-renowned needlework expert collector. She was so knowledgeable. She wrote a couple books. She had a vast collection of not only samplers, but needlework accessories and tools. And she passed several years ago, and her daughter has been passing on her collection. She's been selling it, and I was able to purchase one of the designs, and I charted it, and I'm passing it along to you. So this is one of the exclusive patterns in my membership right now. You can take a peek at it. if the history or this design piques your interest, there is a detailed video within the membership if you want to get more information. But what a beautiful piece. Glee loved it. I love it. And I'm really happy that I can, bring this to life for sampler lovers again. So that's one of the pieces that's available this month. And then, because I knew not everybody was necessarily interested in antique reproduction, I decided to bring another piece back. And it is from the vault of Hello from Liz Mathews. Some of you may know, oh no, I don't have all the parts here. Some of you may know that I designed 20 some years ago under the name Elizabeth's Garden. And I'll have Joe put a picture in of the cover sheet for you. This is Bargello Border, and it's a piece that I originally released in the year 2000, and I've just kind of freshened it up and brought it back to life. So this is based off the Bargello needlework, Bargello is a type of needlework, and this design is based off that gorgeous flame stitch that's often found in Bargello. And to update it, I created a couple different color palettes. So this is a really easy piece to tweak and make your own. So I wanted to just kind of give you some ideas of what those color palettes could look like. And all of the details for Bargello Border are found within the membership. You can download these exclusive designs until the end of the month. They're there for you, and I just wanted to share those releases with you. Again, every month there is a new design. And moving forward, I'm going to assume that it's not going to be 5 months between YouTube videos, so I will be able to share the monthly videos with you. Also, I am in the process of figuring out how I can make past membership exclusives available for purchase to people in the membership now. So, okay, that is enough membership talk. We are going to cruise through the mass of things in front of me. I promise it's not that bad. I didn't gather everything that I've been saving for the past 5 months because I'm guessing you don't have 3 hours to sit here and chat. So I have selected a couple things that I thought you guys would find interesting, and that's what we're going to chat about today. I do have to just ask one thing. My birthday was back in March, and someone sent me the sweetest little pair of scissors to my P.O. box, and there's no name, no identifying information at all aside from the shop. So someone was very kind and thought of me on my birthday, and I did post on Instagram that I was trying to find out who the recipient is, but if it was you, please, please, please let me know so I can thank you. It was so sweet, and these scissors are just adorable. How great for travel and to just put in your stitching bag. I love them. So whoever sent them, I truly thank, and I look forward to thanking you in person. Okay, this morning I cruised over to Michael's because Cam the Stitcher, who is on Instagram and YouTube as well, I will link the channel below, has done a conversion of threads for my Vanity Sampler, and it's really, really gorgeous. This is the Vanity Sampler. It came out at market this year. It's an antique reproduction. It's beautiful. It's really interesting because there was a piece, if you look at this picture down here, this is the original, and there was a piece removed from the bottom of the sampler, and what was removed were all identifying marks of the maker because they didn't want to divulge the age. They didn't want anybody to know how old they were. So it's a very, very interesting piece, and Cam came up with a conversion of colors that I was lucky enough to see in person at Stitchcon in June. The table sitting next to us, it was Frizzy Lizzy Stitches, Alexis My Amazing World, Megan of the Seattle Stitcher, then it was the Museum Stitcher, Bridgen, and then we had Morgan of Kitty Cross Stitch. I will link everybody below. And a few of them were stitching the Vanity Sampler with the thread conversion. I'm trying to get it lined up here. Not going well. But the conversion is gorgeous, and It's all DMC, so this morning I went out and purchased the DMC conversion that Cam was kind enough to share with me so that I can show you, and it might inspire you to stitch the Vanity Sampler too. Now, this is a completely different color palette than I ever would have chosen, but it is stunning. I just love it. So I am very excited to see this being stitched up. There is a hashtag. It is Goth Vanity Sampler Sal. I will link it below because I'm not entirely sure that's right, but anybody is welcome to join. Cam is happy to provide her DMC conversion. I am not going to provide it because I was not the one who worked hard to make it up, but you can contact Cam on Instagram or YouTube and get that conversion for yourself. But I cannot wait to see it come to life, and I just think it is the most beautiful palette, and I love that there is a pop of blue included in this like very moody gothic piece. So just wanted to let you know about that if you're looking for a Sal to join. I also have in front of me, excuse me, a collection of books because I went down a rabbit hole collecting these books. It is a series that is published by Mango, and they're in French, and they feature French designers, and they're done in the very like European style. You can see here from this cover what I mean. Something really identifiable about it, in my opinion, is the fact that it relies on lots of color changes and also back stitching to bring the details to life of the piece. I absolutely love this stitching style. I have poured through these books, and in fact, I think I'm going to do a full flip through of the books in the membership if you're interested. And whoops, this is something that I stitched for pleasure for myself, and I just need to find it. It's so different, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. My mom and I chatted about this style stitching, and she felt that it was very dated, whereas I saw it and just thought, I love it. I had one more book. Here it is. But the book collection I have, there are two artists. It's Helene Lebert and Veronique Enginier, both French and very similar in style. It's so much fun. Let me show you what I have been working on. This is a piece from the garden themed book. It was the first one I got, and I fell in love with it, and then I ordered all of the rest. This is not going to be my last stitch from these books. So much fun. So I've started just doing all of the full cross stitches, and I've been saving the back stitching for last because I think it's going to be like the magic. It's all going to come together so beautifully. Here's what I've done. Look at that little bird up there. So sweet. It gets another pea flower over here, but it's essentially just a little garden bed, a little veggie garden bed. Let me try to find the original, or I'm sorry, the model picture in here for you. These books are in French, so I can't tell you what it says. I'm trying to become fluent in French. I'm not there yet, but if you can read any cross stitch chart, you'll have no problem reading these. But here's what the model looks like. I am omitting the sign at the bottom. It says plantations, which in French is just like a sunny garden spot, but I just chose to leave that off, and I think it will still just look so good. No idea at all what I'm gonna do with this when I'm done, but I am such a little garden lover, and this year I'm doing vegetables instead of, well, in addition to flowers. So this is just it called my name, and I had to start it. I am stitching this with the DMC, which is called for in the book. All the books call for DMC. And I'm doing it on 32 count vintage smoky white. Yep, which I believe, but don't quote me, is this Weigart linen. No, it's not. It's not that. I don't know. I will put all the information below. You probably know better than me. It's my first time using it. It's kind of similar to Vintage Country Mocha, which I have used in the past, in that it's not hand dyed. The modeling is printed on the linen. But it's just perfect for this. It lets all of those like yellow, creamy, neutral tones pop and show. So it was also quite easy, and thoughtless is the very wrong word to use. Stitching on 32 is dreamy. Everything just flows so quickly. I am a 36 stitcher normally, but I have started to incorporate a couple more 32s into my linen rotation because it's just really easy. 40 is getting harder for me to see. I can see it, but it's a hunt. It's a hunt to find the holes, and I truly believe that stitching is supposed to be fun and not work, so maybe there's more 32 in my future. I could spend an entire video flipping through these books to show you how fabulous they are, but like I said, I don't want to take your entire afternoon up. Let me just show you what I think is going to be the next stitch. It's from the Merveilleux Noël book, which is Marvelous Christmas, I believe. And where are you? Here, look at this. Isn't that fantastic? Look how few true cross stitches are up here, and how it is mainly tied together with straight and back stitch detail. I love it. Some of you are like, nope, 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 not for me, and that is totally fine, but I love it and can't wait to get started on that. I think I might stitch that for my mom. Speaking of my mom, she is Kathy Derrick. She is also a needlework designer, and we have plans to film a video together in the very near future. She put out new designs, well, I guess it's been a couple of months now. She put them out in April because she and I taught at the Sunshine Stitchers Retreat in Cocoa Beach, Florida in April. It was a fantastic retreat. I need to follow up with you more on that and show you what both of our projects were, because Mom's was just awesome. But at that retreat, she debuted some new designs, and she has agreed to come on the channel and share them with you. So maybe it might be the next video I post, I don't know. But she will be here with me shortly. So you can look forward to that. I know you guys love having Kathy on here. I don't call her Kathy, I do call her Mom, but to you, I'll refer to her as Kathy. Okay, this is something else that I have been stitching on. Believe it or not, I remember in my last video at the beginning of March, I had just received this package from Carrie of Tiger Lily Designs in the mail, and it said happy birthday on it, and I somehow managed to wait until my actual birthday to open this up. And what I found inside was this like travel size project keeper. Carrie makes project keepers. Do I have any in front? How do I not have any in front of me? This is crazy. Carrie makes gorgeous project keepers. I absolutely love them, and she was kind enough to gift me this small version for my birthday. I brought this baby on my European cruise when Joe and I went to London. I brought this to Stitchcon, I brought it to my dad's, I brought it to Florida. There's been a lot of traveling in the last 4 months, and this went with me everywhere. I love it so much. Like, when I opened this up and saw the palette of fabric that Carrie chose for me, I think I probably squealed. It's so good. And then Carrie knows that I am a bobbinator, so she was sure to include spots for bobbins as well as a little zipper pouch over here. It is the perfect size. Like, I could go on and on about this for ages. It fits in your carry-on luggage so easily, and what you probably want to know is if she's selling these, and yes, she is. I believe her July 15th launch, which just happened, was the first Project Keeper release that she had the mini versions in. Oh, it's so good. Get your hands on one. So good. Carrie releases new Project Keepers on the 15th of every month at 1 p.m. on her website, and they go fast. You need to have lightning fingers, but you will not be disappointed. In that Project Keeper, this is what you will find. This was a membership exclusive. I want to say it was for May, because I was talking about it. No, it was for June. This was the June membership exclusive. It is called Sun Soaked, and I have been working on doing the border fill-in. This was completely optional. It is charted to not have the white stitches around the edge, but I wanted to go ahead and put about 1 inch of white stitched border on all 4 sides because I want to finish this as a little pillow, and I want the white stitches to flow into the seam. I was inspired by like beachfront properties, and you can hear all about my inspiration in the Pattern Snatchers membership if you're interested. But this is what I've been stitching on. I brought it to Stitchcon. It's great because it's really mindless. It is literally just filling in with this ecru thread. And that's what's in there. And I am slowly but steadily cruising on that. It will be done by the time I generally release it in 1 year. So I've got a year to finish that. I think it's doable. Okay, where am I going from here? Let me show you a little bit of haul, if you don't mind. As I mentioned, I went to Stitchcon in June. It was the best time. It was a really hard time to be away because of some stuff that was happening with my family, but it was exactly what I needed to do. I met new friends. I got to catch up with old friends. I just laughed and felt really like in the right place. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you just with other fellow stitchers, there's an energy. I was just happy. It was wonderful. I cannot wait for next year already. I had a fantastic time. The days flew by. And I just thank everybody who was there that made it such a great time. I want to go back and do it all again already. There's lots of videos that you can watch here on YouTube if you're curious about the details of Stitchcon. I'm not going to go into all of them, like I said. This could potentially be a very long video, so we're just going to cruise on through. But I thought I would show you the few things that I did pick up for myself at Stitchcon. It is hosted by the cross stitch shop Keepsakes, and they do a great job. You get to visit Keepsakes while you're there or shop the annex, which is at the convention center. I did a little of both, of course, and these are the things I picked up. First, this is the Painted Leaf project bag with this dreamy, happy, festive print. I couldn't not get this. And honestly, I couldn't believe it was still available when I got back down into the annex. There was quite a line forming outside the door at its opening, and I was like, that bag is going to be gone for sure. But it wasn't, because it was meant to be mine. So I got this bag. I'll put some Halloween stitching in it, and I will link Painted Leaf Company below. Painted Leaf Company is Kathy, who is my friend Sarah's mom, and she makes beautiful bags. I also picked this one up. This is for a friend of mine. I need to get this in the mail to her. It's been, I should have done it. I have no excuses, but this is a sweet gift for somebody else, but I wanted to, I'm calling my own gift sweet. This is a gift for somebody else, but I wanted to share it with you. So cute. The bag is so sweet. That's what I'm trying to say. Not that it's a sweet gift. And then this was, okay. The last thing I picked up, oh, I have 2 things. Okay. That will make sense in 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. The last thing I picked up at Stitchcon is this needle minder, which has apparently the world's strongest magnet on the back. This was just magnetized to my my phone mount. I have a Canva phone mount and it's metal, so I just stuck it on there and it's very strong. As you can see, that did not come off easily. But this is a color wheel needle minder that I just had to have. I don't use needle minders. I stitch in hand. And this needle minder is enough to weigh anything down. But I just loved it so much. And it spins, so I bought it. I do have to say, this is the most expensive needle minder I have ever seen. There aren't prices in the annex at Stitchcon because everything is a trunk show, so it's essentially on loan. So I was surprised to see that this baby costs $32. So I put it somewhere that I can see it and love it and enjoy it all the time. It's gonna go back on this mount as soon as I'm done, but isn't that fun? I just, makes me think of fidget spinners. Is that what they are that the kids play with? I guess anybody plays with them really, but I love it. I'm really, really happy I have it, and it just makes me chuckle when I see it, when I think of how much money I spent on that. The last thing I picked up at Stitchcon is from the freebie table. I don't know about you, but the freebie table is one of the things I love the most at retreats. I have no idea why. I don't need anything. I barely have time to stitch my own things, but, and I usually kind of stay back from freebie tables so that other people can get the good stuff. I don't know, but this was there and I could not resist. So this is the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine from 1990. So it's old, but it's classic and everything goes around, right? The front of this has a stocking that I just fell in love with, and it made me think of my dad because it's essentially a wood shop. It's meant to be Santa's wood shop, I think. There's a whole bunch of really familiar tools that I've seen my dad use for years, and I don't know if I will ever stitch this, but I really would love to. I don't know why I've had this urge to stitch stockings for people lately. I think it's because Amy Love Toads did that gorgeous stocking. Elizabeth Ann did a stocking, and my dad doesn't even hang stockings. But there was just something about this that pulled on my heartstrings, and I had to have it. It was free from the table. I don't think I was being too greedy, but it's mine now. We'll see if anything ever comes of it, but I love it. Maybe stockings are in my future. Who knows? I did have some happy mail from Fox and Rabbit Designs. Fox and Rabbit, no designs. Karen and Bren were so sweet to send me 3 cuts of linen. The first is Desert Taipan. Gorgeous. A nice neutral that I know I will use. This is so much fun. This is Dirt Track, and I love that modeling. That's going to be perfect for a sampler. I also picked up a bunch of linen at Stitchcon, including some more Fox and Rabbit. So I didn't bring it all out here to show, did I? Nope, you'll just have to use your imagination. It's gorgeous. This, the linen that Kathy Barrick uses on so much, and the linen that makes everything pop, Seaweed. Is it green? Is it gray? Is it, I don't know. It's fabulous. I love this, and I can't wait to put something on this. And I'm so glad that Mom gave me that idea and showed me to be a little bit more brave with my linen selection in the future. So good. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that so much. Let's see. I think we're just down to a couple things that I have been stitching, which includes a sneak peek of one release that's going to be coming in late August. So this magazine, this Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine from 2020 summer, so a year ago. It had one of my designs in it. Oh, here it is on the back. It had homespun hearts. And this design was meant to be and inspired by homespun linen and meant to look like pieces of homespun linen were overlapping a little sampler fragment. Here's a bigger picture for you. And I was so pleased with how this turned out. You have ideas of things in your mind, and sometimes they match and sometimes they don't. This was cooler than I imagined in my mind. So I am really excited to generally release this in a month or two, but I thought that needed a couple more color variations because I don't know about you, but I love looking at things and reimagining them in different palettes and different looks in different ways. So that is what I am doing with that piece. I am not going to give you too many details right this second, but I will show you what I am stitching right now. Liz of Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch made me this little portfolio and gifted it to me at Quilter Station last year, I think. That one you gave it to me, Liz? But I love it. It's Rifle Paper Company, which is one of my favorite design brands for fabric and stationery and just surface design in general. And she made this for me, and I have been using it to stitch this. Part of me wants to just show you that and not tell you anymore, but that seems cruel. So let me show you the other colors that will be used to stitch this. There you go. This one is going to be Christmas themed, and I am working away on this. Joe and I, we just got a new couch for the first time. I mean, we've been together 13 years-ish, and this is the first like major piece of furniture we purchased and had delivered. It's a new couch. My little section has a chaise lounger so that I can stitch on it, and we have a movie date tonight. This will be great because it's kind of mindless, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of the other colors go in and see that piece come together while enjoying the comfort of this new adult couch. So that is one thing I have been stitching on, along with the 9th day of Christmas, which I can't show you. I'm so far into it that showing you right now would be like the grand reveal-ish, and I don't want to do that. But I do have one more thing that I have been stitching on, and it is a Prairie Schooler Santa. However, I just realized I pulled the card out because, well, are you familiar with the Prairie Schooler yearly Santas? They came out starting in 1984, and it's just a card, like a photo-sized cardstock card with a Santa on it. Imagine just one of these. Wow, I need to be better about this next time. Imagine just one Santa on a little photo-sized card. Chances are you've seen them. Well, I stitch one for Mare every year, and I got a head start on the Santa that I am stitching for her this year. I don't have the card because just the other morning, I decided to go through my stash and see the cards that I needed to complete my collection. There were, I think, 6 or 7 yearly Santas I still needed. I was lucky enough to find 2 on eBay. They are on their way to me right now. But because I did that, I took the chart out and put it with all of the other Santas. So I'm sorry that I don't have it to show you. Here's my start. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I will get back in the swing of things, but I'm stitching on that. It's, I want to say the 1993 Santa. I'll have it together for next time and I'll show you. I did have this chart in that bag because I brought this to Stitchcon and I started it at Stitchcon. I wasn't sure which Santa I wanted to do, if it was going to be one of these old world Santas, which are awesome, or the Santa that I did go with. I ultimately went with the other one because it's the same size as the other 4 I've already stitched for Mare. This is a little bit smaller. So I'll get that and I will show you in my next YouTube video. But Prairie Schoolers are just, they're classic. I love them. So I'm always happy to do another Prairie Schooler, and I usually choose Prairie Schooler designs when I'm doing like a smalls exchange or any sort of anything like that. Anytime I have the chance to choose a design to stitch, it's often Prairie Schooler. However, now it's probably always going to be from these books. There are more books in this collection. I have not been able to find them. I would love to get all of them. Like, this is numbered 3, 14, and 13. What are the other 11? I would like to know. I would like to own them. Can you imagine having an entire set? That would be a dream. So maybe more are in the future. If I can get my hands on them, we shall see. But that is all of the stitching I have for you. I will just take a minute and tell you about the things that have been going on in the last couple months with me personally. If you'd like to hang out and hear some updates, I will tell you, but if not, I will see you soon for more stitch related content. Happy stitching. I hope that you've been well, and until next time. But for those of you who are interested, the last 5 months have been insane. I did have my 40th birthday, followed a month later by Joe's 40th birthday, and with that came a lot of travel. I left the 1st of April. The 1st of April to do a Viking River cruise with Mare. We started in France. We also traveled through Germany and Switzerland. And it was fantastic. Viking is a very all-inclusive, luxurious, in my opinion, cruise line. And the places we saw, the excursions we went on, the history we learned about was fantastic. I would have to say the 2 highlights of the entire trip for me were seeing the Swiss Alps, which it's impossible to describe. We'll put a picture in for you to check out, but gorgeous, breathtaking, overwhelming, surreal, gorgeous. It was a real treat to be standing in those mountains. They were snow covered and just really beautiful. Another place that was a highlight was Alsace, France, which has been a French territory, a German territory, back and forth many times through conflict and, acquiring territory. But because it has gone back and forth between being French and German, the buildings, the architecture, the culture is very unique, and it's a place that we only got to spend a day in because that's the Viking River cruise. You dock and then you get off and explore a town, and then you reboard your boat and you take off. I will be back to Alsace. Joe and I will be there for sure. It was really wonderful. And then one more highlight, as we're talking about it, is Giverny, France, which is right outside of Paris. It is where Monet painted and had his gardens, and it is an old town that was absolutely magical, inspiring. Not only, everything about it was inspiring. The gardens, the house, the culture, the town, move me in. I loved it so much. But Mare and I had just the best couple weeks cruising. It was great. And then Joe and I were able to travel for his 40th birthday. We went to London and we were there for a week and a half and had the most amazing time. It was our first time traveling abroad together. Oh, it was so great. We rented a little apartment, so we were able to pick up food at the market on the way home and really kind of I guess immerse ourselves in what it is like to be a Londoner. London was the best city. We absolutely loved it. It's diverse and it's just culturally interesting, rich in history, easy to navigate. The museums were amazing. everything about it was amazing. We just had the best time. And then not long after that, Mom and I traveled to Florida. I mentioned that we were teaching for the Sunshine State Stitchers group, and we had the best time down there too. Like, it was a crazy whirlwind of a month and a half, but everything was just so fantastic. And we loved meeting everybody at that retreat and spending time together, traveling together. It was just so fun, and I wish we could do that more often. We saw the beach, which I don't know how long it's been since I've seen a beach, but there's something about dipping your toes in the sand and hunting for shells that's so nice. So Mom and I did that. I'm trying to think what else. I got home and I got started on my garden a little bit before I went to Stitchcon. Wow, this is all becoming quite a blur. I went to Stitchcon. You guessed it, I had a great time there. We chatted about that a little bit already. It's been a really good, busy, keep your head above water couple months. That seems to be settling down a little bit now that we're in the middle to late part of July. It's really only been the last little bit that I have been able to refocus on work with all of those things going on, both good and tough, that I've gotten back to normal. So happy to be here, and I'm looking forward now already to the end of the year, this new set of launches, and I'm participating in the Jingle Ball this year, which should be really exciting. I just want to continue to bring you guys really exciting and really wonderful things that you like, and I'm so happy that I get to do this with you and for you, and I'm really excited to be back to it. Anyway, 43 minutes in, I am gonna call this a wrap on my welcome back to it floss tube video, whatever you want to call it. And I hope that you guys have been doing really well. I will be back not too long. You probably don't believe me. I don't know if I would believe me, but I will be. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.